Here's one tip to help you get over any negative emotion or vibration that you're currently feeling. So the first tip comes with realizing we as humans don't control anything that we don't own. And we as humans, in this human individual experience, we like to know we have a sense of ownership to things so that we know that we can control it. Now, I'm not talking about a manipulative factor of owning something to control it, which is manipulative. However, what we're really aiming to is to own and acknowledge the feelings that we're having. That's how we step into being able to control it. You must take ownership of the feeling or the emotion. I feel frustration. I feel self-destructive. I feel anger. I feel upset. I feel depression. You have to take ownership of the feeling first. Once you have ownership of it and admit it to yourself, you can now shift. You can choose to shift your paradigm and your reality very quickly, just like that. Take ownership and shift into knowing you don't actually have to feel this way. You may look a little crazy when somebody's yelling at you and you're smiling because you're happy. You're choosing to be happy. You're choosing to be grateful of the human experience. Aliveness means you're living life without limitations. You're not putting these limiting beliefs to stop you to feel the way you want to feel. Just because it's a social norm of what is the construct of what everybody has agreed upon and what is normal. Just because something isn't going well doesn't mean you have to respond to it in a negative way. That's reacting. That's reacting to your emotions, not responding. And it's your responsibility, your ability to respond to whatever situation is happening in front of you in a way that you actually would like to. Do you know how much energy it takes to respond in anger or depression or sadness? Yeah, and that energy has a momentum behind it that doesn't want to just stop. It's this giant snowball going down a hill. And you don't want to keep going down the hill. So the first step is taking ownership. Take your power back and admit to yourself how you're feeling in the moment. Then from there, the circuit is closed. We're always taught to feel certain things. And most importantly, the new thing is learn your feelings, feel them, express them. Well, we need to take ownership of them in order to actually change them. Because the moment you admit, hey, I feel this way, I'm angry, the moment that anger loses its power. And you can start to choose a different feeling. Like, hey, I do feel this way. How do I want to feel? Can I respond to the situation better? Do I need to take a step away and take a breath and then respond to the situation? That's also a response. Take ownership how we're feeling. Are we feeling scared? Are we scared to set a boundary? How are we feeling? Take ownership of it and lead with courage. Courage is having the fear and doing it anyway. This whole concept may be a little scary because it's going to be a little weird. It's going to be out of the normal, out of the social norm, out of the conditioning. But as we step into a higher level of consciousness, as a conscious creator, you are creating the path of who you want to be or the reality that you want. Because I know for me, for a very long time, dealing with these emotions of frustration and anger, they just don't make things any better. It's just so much easier to be vulnerable and choose and own these feelings and then lead with the love that you truly are. This unconditional shining light of love. Okay? I also had to take a quick little break and park somewhere because filming at every red light was not working out for me. And I felt strongly about this and I wanted to share it with you. And you would not be able to perceive what I'm saying to you if you were not ready for it. It may be a little bit crazy. It might be a little nuts sounding to take ownership and then shift your feelings. Well, you're able to perceive it. So is it that crazy? Now, if you're arguing with this belief, it's because you're rationalizing with the past version of you on why you shouldn't let go and try this new method. I know years ago, if this method was presented to me, I would be like, what the heck are you talking about? I'd be so into my feelings during a conversation or past relationship or someone that I would be struggling to just switch gears all of a sudden. Yet you've reached this place where you're capable of doing so. So don't fight it. Take ownership that you are even fighting this new modality. Go ahead and give it a try. What do you have to lose? Maybe you gain a new way to go about things, and that's beautiful. And then that way you can present that and share that light, that same shift that others will be able to see as well. Okay? Love and light vibration out. Have a splendid, wonderful, magnificent day. Much love. Camera's falling down. It's time to go. All right. Bye.